All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another crazy and wild pursuit coming out of Arkansas with the state troopers who flipped a vehicle during the car chase at a high rate of speed with multiple people inside the vehicle. This thing is crazy. Stick around and watch the whole thing. We'll break it down for you. This is the Shots Fired podcast. I'm Kyle Schoberg, and this is Mark Redlich. Okay, so this incident happened on October 24th of 2024 when Arkansas state troopers were in pursuit of a truck at a high rate of speed. When they chose to pit the vehicle, it flips, and what you'll see after that is gonna blow your mind. And who crawls out of the vehicle? Let's watch the video and break it down.
Complexes there, and I've got Greenland and CID. Back up to 71. Traffic's medium the line, northbound 71.
Hey.
What? Shit. TBI roll over 1016. Hey.
Fucking hands! Now! On the ground! On it! On it! Get out! On the ground! Get the fuck out of the window! You got him? Hey, go grab him real quick. Go put handcuffs on him. Who else is in the car besides you two?
Why is this happening? Why is this happening, sir? I didn't want you to do that.
Get up.
I can't.
Get off.
I'm trying, sir.
Now get out. On
I
it.
didn't do this,
On
sir.
the ground.
Yes, sir, I didn't do anything.
Who else is in the car?
Sir, I didn't do anything, I promise.
Is there anybody else in it?
I'm down. I ain't done shit.
You move and I'm gonna pull your fucking head off.
Yes, sir. I didn't do that.
Put your hands behind your back right fucking
Sir, I didn't do that, though.
You just keep your fucking hands right
Put that
there.
seat up.
Yes, sir, I will.
Put that seat up.
Is everybody in there?
Yeah, girl.
Oh, God, sir, I'm hurting. Help me. Please, sir, help me.
We got an ambulance around. We're fine.
Whenever you're ready, we'll get her out. Do we have both of them?
Yeah, we gotta go over here to her.
16 says this. Okay? Put your hands right up here for me. Oh.
Get out. Come on. It's either you get out or I drag you out. Get out. I'm 10-4, so I'm still running from my car and straight.
Roll over.
I'm trying to.
Come on.
Step out of the car, man.
Okay, well, we're going to handle that, but we're going to get you secured first, okay? Put your hands behind your back. You weren't asleep. No, you weren't asleep. Push it. Let's go. Sit down.
I'm 10-4, we got 3-10-15, and as advised, I need a 10-11 for this truck.
All right, we just watched the video. Let's talk a little bit about this. So we're not shocked that this comes out of Arkansas, And I'm going to be honest, I think Arkansas and Georgia rank top 1 and 2 for fuck around and find out if you run from the cops.
Yes.
This is insane. I mean, these officers pit this vehicle at a very high rate of speed, and multiple people ended up crawling out of the truck. So I don't know, like, what's your take on the whole thing?
My take is, if you live in Arkansas, don't flee from the police, because it doesn't matter what speed you're going, they're going to pit and you're going to crash. Like, I don't know how many of these videos we've watched where it's just speeds are not even a consideration. And we watch it and it's funny and you're just like, this is crazy. But when you really slow down and you really think about this is absolutely reckless and incredibly unsafe for everyone involved. We know pursuits, we've been in multiple pursuits, are inherently dangerous. And one of the things you really have to consider during that pursuit is the roadway width, if you're going to consider to pit a vehicle. And number one is, how fast are you going? And then secondly, you have to consider the type of vehicle. And in this case, it's a truck. Like, I'm not pitting that thing over maybe 30 miles an hour.
Yeah. So I think some of the things to take into consideration here is you're driving that fast. I don't think it even matters what car you pit at that speed. Like, it's going to probably flip. But yeah, like, most certainly if you do that to a truck, it's going to flip. Things that I took note on just from the questions that the officers were asking the occupants when it did roll was he's asking who else is in the vehicle. Clearly one passenger sticks his arms out. You got the driver that actually gets out, which honestly, I'm shocked that they were able to even do that. Too. But you got to take into account, like, what are you chasing this car for? And I would go as far as to say, like, if you're going to pit a vehicle going that fast, that would say that's lethal force, because there's a high likelihood that if that thing does roll, there's going to be serious bodily injury or potentially death to somebody inside that car if they're not seatbelted. Who knows? Luckily in this case, they all ended up getting out of the truck. But man, like, I don't know, like, I don't feel comfortable doing something like that unless you are chasing somebody for a seriously violent crime and you know that there's no other occupants inside that truck. That is extremely risky. And you commented on it. Like, yeah, we laugh. Like, you see all these videos online and on, social media of Arkansas. It's always Arkansas and Georgia, I swear, doing stuff like this. I don't know how they get away with it, but I don't know. It's pretty wild to me, honestly.
Well, you're talking about the absolute safety of the officers that are involved in this as well. I mean, they can wreck and they can get seriously injured. Not just the occupants in the vehicle. Granted, they're running from the police, but the officers can get injured. And in this case, I think had to have had their seatbelts on, because we've seen plenty of videos when you're not wearing a seatbelt and your vehicle rolls, you're getting ejected. Like, you're not surviving this.
This is crazy.
This is so crazy to me to watch this. Yeah. And then you're using in a form, basically deadly force, like you're saying. And then they pause on the vehicle. They're giving all these commands. They're yelling, which you're going to naturally do. But then they actually break cover and approach the vehicle, pull the dude out. He lays himself on the ground. And we have to really think, like, these people, it ends up being 3 people in the car or the truck, but you just pursued them. They just flipped their vehicle and now they're getting screamed at. Like, I'm sure they're pretty shocked right now and, like, trying to process what the heck just happened.
Yeah. I mean, they let the one guy lay there for a little bit before they even handcuff him. The female ends up getting out of the vehicle. And
you can hear her voice. Listen to her voice right now. You can hear her. She's, like, getting more amped up as she's processing what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty wild. So in the very beginning, he's like, I have kids. And for a second there, when you watch that, you're like, oh my God, please tell me there's no kids in the truck, which it doesn't appear that there was, thankfully. But man, if there was, that would not have been good. And then, the one officer, like, walks up to him and he's pointing his gun at him and he tells him, if you move, I'm going to blow your head off. Again, we say it all the time, like, watch what you say. You're on camera. You got dash cameras. You got body cams. You don't need to be saying that stuff. I know you're jacked up. Your adrenaline's going. You were just in this high-speed chase. The truck flip. Like, there's a lot going on, and I know you're jacked up. But you really do got to watch what you say to people. I don't know.
There's a level of professionalism still.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're supposed to be the professional. So
yeah.
I don't know. I watched this video and I circle back to I don't know what's going on in Arkansas and Georgia, but you're right.
Don't run.
I'm not running if I'm in that state. Like if I were a bad guy, I'm sure they must know that they're probably not going to get away and that Georgia or Arkansas is going to chase you until the bitter end. I thought I thought CHP guys were bad.
Yeah, but they don't
do stuff like
hits
that.
like that because that's just, you could not get away with that in California. I mean, you're talking in California, that's not even, that's not even an option.
in California, that'd be considered deadly force.
Yeah,
if
you would
someone got
probably
hurt
get
or
in some
dead.
serious trouble with that.
Yeah, CHP will chase you until your wheels fall off,
Yeah.
but they're certainly not doing that. So
a lot of commotion happens. A lot of cops show up. They seem to leave the passenger on the ground for a while. They step over him and like, they talk about the vehicle being flipped over. They're probably amped up, but you're leaving a suspect on the ground and you're standing and walking over. And that in itself is a safety issue. If you're handcuffing somebody and someone's on the ground, you need to get them up and move them, not in a position right there and get them away from that vehicle and actually detain them.
yeah, I
Found
agree.
that
Like
odd.
I think no matter what is going on, I mean, that's a serious high risk situation. You got to like take these things chunks at a time. So detain the people that are already outside the vehicle, take a team up and then go clear that truck. And then I'd be looking for people that are injured or
Yeah. I mean, that officer walked up and he's saying how many people are in the truck. He can't even see in and the windows are completely blacked out and tinted.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of talking and a lot of learning points, in my opinion, from this video. Number one, there's no reason any officer should be pitting a vehicle at that speed unless, like you said, that is your very, very last absolute option. But there's no real reason, in my opinion, to be doing that. That is so dangerous for everyone involved. And if you're going to do that, to me, that is a major high risk stop. I'm not approaching that vehicle at all.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, if you're taking the measures to pit a car or truck going that fast, knowing the consequences, then if it's that serious, then I'm not going to approach that vehicle either. Yeah. We have a lot of tools nowadays, drones, whatever. Like, I'm sorry, but if that happens, I might be deploying a drone inside that vehicle just to check to make sure like somebody's not in there laying in wait or armed or who knows. So if you're from Arkansas, man, help us out here. Like what's going on? Like, I know the laws are different, but
yeah, please leave some comments in the comments below, because I'm really curious to hear from a state trooper from Arkansas. Reach out to us, contact us, because this is really interesting. We're really having a hard time processing all these crazy high speed pits that are going on. Please enlighten us.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and beat a dead horse over this incident. It is wild, it's crazy, and hopefully somebody maybe reaches out to us and explains
please.
what is going on. So tune in for the next video and stay safe out there, you guys. Be smart, and we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.